Hello everyone, welcome back. I think Bean just split up in two. Oh, that's funny. Magic. Before we are going to continue with a, for me, very big project in, as you know, where I'm going to learn about how to make that big power plant using alternative recipes like the diluted fuel and the turbo fuel, but where I'm also going to learn how trains work, which I will unlock soon. I try to place those and future trucks because we still haven't done that all. I want to wish you all a lovely and beautiful 2025. I truly hope that it's a year full of love, happiness, maybe far mostly peace in many, many ways. I also would like to mention that as from now on, I will give myself a little bit more time to prepare between episodes. Things just take a little bit more time now, as you all know. So I will upload a video every Monday and Friday now. Now, one of the things that I've noticed is that I would like to do something about the upload speed towards the dimensional storage. So that is going to be my real first step. You said already so much, I know. But this one I think is just amazing. There we go. Bam! Uh-oh.
Dimensional upload speed increased. Every particle now has encoded potential reconstruction memory for when any part using that particle is recalled, enabling instancing on the fundamental particle level.
You've shifted the body chord flow cycle song of the 6th layer. Harmonious. Your cycle songs will only deepen the layers.
I'm always working on myself. The time will come.
I wonder, is she just talking to herself or has she got a friend in there somewhere? I think that might help me out a lot because we're going to use quite a few resources, and especially when you're busy with roads like I'm constantly doing, my concrete can't upload quick enough sometimes. So that was one thing that I wanted to do. We're going to the Shire Coast and hopefully make something beautiful there. Because in that episode, we made this so far. Not a lot just yet because I was trying to figure out how to do it all. If you look carefully, you can see that I have been changing. I had other ideas how to approach this. That's a nice thing about a small holiday. You get a bit creative again. Don was so kind to help me out, making sure that this was all changed before I started recording today's episode. Today's episode. I'm saying that correct. So Don, thank you so very much, because that already took us, I think, like 6 hours if I'm not mistaken. So I'm happy that that's already out of the way. One of the things that's been done is that I wasn't happy with the fact that I brought the pipe up. It's always in the way. So I was like, I should bring that under the water level. And that's also what I did. I don't know if you can see that. Otherwise, let me just take it away. Whoops. There's the pipe. It goes now all the way to the oil node. So in that way, we've got free space to... Let me see. I think here is where the train is sort of coming to go in. That's the idea. How and what exactly I don't know yet, but there is a canyon over there, and that's where my compacted coal is being made, and I want to try to bring that via the train through there. There's probably a line maybe going straight ahead to future projects, but one of them will bend off towards here, and I chose here because I want to have one oil node set up over there, but I want to make another one over here. I think I've got that space. So that's why I thought to have the compacted coal in the middle. I was doubting if I should have it immediately on the second floor, because that's where I will need it. That's where the turbo fuel will be made. But I think I just keep this all water level. I think I will like that more. If I think if you see the train going over the water, I think that will just look good. If I'm wrong, then I can always change it. But for now, that is the plan. So what do I want to make here? Now, I've got one oil node overclocked. Just a quick reminder how it all was. So I'm getting 600 oil per oil node that I've got there, because they're both pure, the ones that I've cleaned. That means that I thought would be handy if I have got it into quarters. So I'm dividing the oil between left and right, but then also between left and right per side, just to try to cope with the amount of pipes and so on. To give myself a little bit of space, I also therefore doubled, what do we call this, a path, a road, whatever you want to call it. So this was 1, this is 2 now. It gives me some space on the water to be with the pipes, to do the pipes in a normal way, but I could also bring other pipes under the ground if needed, or whatever I want to do. I give myself space. The space above is just the same old 8x4 foundations that I didn't change. I think that this is high enough as it is. And then upstairs, let me also say what I want to do there. The first row is just like I had it back then. Oops, there you go. This is going to be making my heavy oil residue, and the polymer. The polymer I don't really have a need for yet, because I think what I can do with it with the alternative recipes, or maybe normal recipes, let me see, is make rubber and plastic. I think this polymer. Oh, whoops. Yeah, see, I can do that, but there is apparently something else. So what I want to do with this now is just shove it in a container at the end, and after the container just start sinking it until I know what I can do with it. The heavy oil residue is going into the packaged fuel. For that I need water. That's something that we need to set up, and that's once again something that I think I will just do per quarter. So this quarter it's easier to see than in the back. It's getting its own, I think it was 2 water extractors per setup to make that amount of fuel. But then I've got that package, so I thought if I lift that up, then I don't have to muddle around with a pipe with fuel which needs head, and you have little trouble again with the head lift. Use a pump, not trouble, but use a pump and so on. So I thought, wow, it's packaged, I might as well let it go up. Let me see. And then in this case, I changed this bit. I had the unpackager over there. I brought that over to here. And here it's going to be unpackaged into fuel. And then the canisters, of course, need to be sent back into the circulation. But the only reason I'm working this side, this quarter, and this future quarter that way, and the same for those two, they're also going to work that way, is that the turbo fuel that is coming out of here, I want to send that towards the back. And that's why, because I think there were a few options. I could go further up, for example, and place all my generators there, but we need so many. I think it was per quarter like 44 or something. So imagine if you've got that times 4, but that also times 2, because there's another setup coming. So I thought that's that wall that you see over there. That is the border of the world. So after there, you just die. So I thought the idea we had was to bring the power there, because I need to bring my power in. That's going to be the backline, and we've got the generators all the way in the back, and we can make this row as long as that we need it, also as high as that we need it, by the way. But in that way, they're a bit out of my way. So I still got a lot of puzzles to solve, but this is the main idea, like I've got it now, which I hope will work. But hey, if it doesn't, then I can always change stuff. There was, by the way, another reason why I wanted to go upstairs after making the packaged fuel, and that is that if you unpackage the fuel, oops, let me go back, you will see that I've got 60 fuel. To turn that into turbo fuel, you can see that I can't have so much. So I will have to overclock 2 machines already to handle the 60 fuel that's coming out of the unpackager, which means that instead of the 5 refineries that I've got downstairs constantly, I will already have 10 here on the upper floor. So that was a bit of another reason for me to go upstairs with this. And I also think since then the turbo fuel is then the only fluid that's on this level, because downstairs we're sending it up packaged. With the generators, I can make multiple layers. So it's or on the same floor, or it can make a drop down. So in that way, I don't think I have to fiddle with any head lift. I hope. I hope. How I'm going to do this all, because I will need to bring the compacted coal to this level and so on. I don't know. I think what I first should do is did I bring this on the path? No, I didn't. I should have. It's just a temporary way to get up. But I think what I first have to do is get all the machines in place, because oops, that's already going to, let me see, be something that especially stuff like this I still struggle a little bit with. What I now do is I can't see beforehand how far the second refinery needed to go to make sure that there is space for both lifts, because this one needs to get rid of the polymer and this one needs to get the packaged water. So I needed 2 lifts. I would prefer if I can go here. On the other hand, I'm like, yeah, if there's a pipe, then it will be a parkour anyway, because I will have to jump over the pipe, go under here, jump over the pipe. So I was like, I think I should try to make that as tight as possible. And what I still struggle with, and that's probably because I just don't have the amount of experience as in ours yet to understand or visually already envision that the amount of space needed. And what I now do is I just place one, I place the lifts, and then I see like, okay, is this working? I'm usually too far off, so I place a second one, place that one a bit closer until I find the right sweet spot to do this. And that's why you sometimes see things like this. That's just me trying to get this as close as that I can. What I haven't figured out yet is how I'm going to bring this all in and out. Let me see, because I will, from here I will get water extractors here. After I've placed everything, water extractors, I need packages for water. Let me see, and that needs to go into the top lifts for that refinery. Here I will get the polymer, which I already said needs to go into a container and then a sink, because I have no idea what I can do with that, but it's got some question marks left, so there is something else coming, and I will need to connect all these. And I don't think that this is a problem because of that physics law where I don't think that this point is higher than where the oil node is, which is over there, so it should feed my machines. But I'm going to try. I can always, if it doesn't work, place a pump underneath and just push it sideways, and then it should come in anyway. So, my goodness, this one first, I'm going to make sure that I've got all these floor holes placed, connect them. I should actually, let me see, and making sure that we get the oil in. I'm not going to connect any machine because, as you know, I still don't have a lot of power. I'm really on the verge. I'm using 6,000 now, and I've got 7,400. So I'm a little bit careful. Let me see, how did we do? Is this at the same line? Can you line these up? Okay, now I'm still a little bit careful with what I do. I do think that I've still got some machines, some factories not connected. Just to save myself on some power, just to be sure. Okay. So, they all should have a pipe. That's at least something. Because now... Oh. Zoop. No. Thank you. Now we can do the top bits. Let me see. It's getting dark. And... Okay. Ah, that's a lot better than that I had it. It was nice. I mean, it did fit. You could go underneath. But I think I like this a lot more than with that pipe in the middle, which was dropping down. So, I think the first row that I now want to do... let me see. Did I set these all? I think I did. Yeah, I did. 3. Oops, ow. First one we saw, so that's fine. Okay, it's these. Now, I did already have... So. Those, but now... Need to have... Now, 2 more. Boop. Let me see, because these I wanna... No, these stay... This... How much did come out of here now? We're getting 40. Power shards wise, by the way, I do have enough. I was one of the lucky people that got some duplicated stuff when they had the update back then, in where things reappeared. So I do have quite a few slugs, double. It's just been my luck. I'm not complaining now. So I'm going to use them. And I have to think, because... What was it again? I think this will give me 80. Is one shard enough, or was it slightly over? No, this is using the 40. So I don't have to fiddle with little itsy bitsies here and there. Once again, 40, yes. And then here, 40. So we're getting the 80 per minute here. Not turbo fuel just yet. Hang on. So that's 80. And 80. There. So that should get rid of everything in one go. In other words, I don't need extra machines or to handle it all. Let me see. Because how high did I do this? Is this the same height? I think so. Oops. 2. 1, 2. And then the splitters here. Did I already put one on there? Yeah, I did. Okay, let me just copy that. You go on there. Why do I always fall in that one hole? Is it not the right way? Yeah, it is. Okay. And that one. And then here we need the mergers. Yeah, we'll do that. Oi. Let me see. Just copy that one. Is that the right way? I can't see. I really can't see. Oh, I wonder if I've got it the right way there then. I do have a line. Good. Yeah, looks like it. Okay. Then there and turn around. Thank you. Does it turn around now again, or did I see that wrong? Oops. Yeah. Why does it turn around? Is that how I'm standing? Huh. Maybe it's the way you face to... Because if you copy it, I would assume that it's facing the right way as that you copy it from, but it turns completely around. Why? Oh yeah, of course, it interacts with air. So, it feels like I'm on the wrong level. Yeah, see? Oh, correction needed! So, the lift was 3 high and not 2 high. I see those kind of measurements I can't see. So I usually have to do that twice. Hi, welcome back. Thank you very much. That saves me having to fiddle with the light. Okay, so we've got the oil production to the heavy oil residue and the polymer, which is going to be turned into the diluted fuel. Well, once it's got packaged water, that is. We need to belt this up. I might as well immediately do that. Because I was wondering in one of my factories, like, how is that possible that I don't get so many pipes out? I really didn't understand. And then it turned out, because it was so much in one day, that I just forgot one tiny belt, which happened to go into a vault which should have fed 4 more smelteries. And I can tell you, it makes a huge difference if 4 or 5 smelteries are turning iron into iron ingots. So that's why I got less pipes than that I thought I did. Let me see. I got it belted up, I got it set. I know it's not powered, but I will do that in the end. Oh yeah, the idea that we had was to bring this over via the ceiling, and then, oh yeah, we already had one at the ready there, floor hole, and then up. So let me see if I take a lift. Oops. And that should go all the way up. Whoops. Bang your head, but not too far. My mouse is a little bit odd. It sometimes just don't want... See there. It sometimes doesn't want to do that one click. Even though I ask it nicely. Get in the hole. Turn. Thank you. So let me see. But that's a thinking mistake, because it's not going to be like that. How much is coming out? Let me first of all, I will get 5 times 5 times, because I think I need to place I want to stay within the path. So maybe I should work that a little bit backwards. Because what I'm now thinking is this idea was good. And it will work for the first one, but it won't work for the second one anymore. Because I'm getting all this packaged fuel now. But upstairs, I will have to start... Let me see if I'm right. Because of the 10 refineries needed. So it will start to spread out. So I will have the unpackager here. But the next one will only be here and not there. So I skip one refinery downstairs. Which means that I should probably just belt it downstairs and just start feeding them like I always do. Instead of having it directly into one unpackager. So I think I should start setting this up further first. Oops. 2, that's 4. I need 10 here. 6. I don't know if my floor is wide enough. If you hear plums, I'm in water. Oh, this was a count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ah! I knew it. Oops. That's another thing that I also am going to do. Once we've got things better, like with trains and not so much of that low stuff anymore, I also want to try to make really nice looking factories. I'm really looking forward to that. Because a lot of them are still floating because I wasn't sure what was about to come. But now that I know more, I can already make some slight changes. That's not... Is it far enough? I had 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so I need 2 more. Bomb and bomb. Which means that this needs to spread. So I want to have this one. No, you have to turn around, you dingus. I can never see the back line then. There it goes. There. You skip one and then you... Not that one. Stop it. That one. But you're out of line there. So that's 3 and then skip that one. That's in line. And skip that one. And then the second. There. Okay, that's... Let's play a little bit safer. I know myself. How many times I find the most odd spots to fall off or in, or count me on count me on finding them. This is already incorrect. No, it's not. It looked different. It looked different because that's got stuff there in the back, and therefore I thought I had forgotten to skip one line. So this, what I meant, if I make the holes now, hello, thank you. The floor holes now, and I want them in line. So I did this one really here. Yeah. Then I hope that that works out downstairs, because I don't want these floor holes more in the middle than they are now. I know if you can make things compact, some people can really have it so tight, and really, I find that beautiful. I really do. I just can't do it. And for me, it only creates a mess. So I think I should just give myself a bit more space to work with. Because if you see this now, and now I can make myself probably a little bit more help clear. That one, that refinery, will have a lift then coming out there. But if you see the line, you will see it will end up in the middle of these two, because it is in line with that factory. What's it called? Refinery. But I need to go there. So I think what I will do, and I don't know if I can, because I think I'm immediately Can I? So if I would merge it on one side and split them on the other, going all the way that way. Yeah, I can do two things. I don't know if this is possible, but or I already have to split it up here, make this wider so it fits with the top 10 refineries, or I am trying to this one receive it from here. But as you can see, it's in. I don't know if that matters. Maybe if I turn the lifts around, I will first do it like this. You have to turn around, you dingus. Thank you. And then we do a splitter on top, because it will go through there. You will get it from that side. Because if this looks really ugly, like I'm afraid it will, boom. Yeah, it goes straight through, doesn't it? Oh, 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 that's a tiny clip. I can live with that. Right? I mean, that is so minimum. Nay, that's I can live with that. Get up. Because I'm getting 5 times 80, I said. So that's 400. The belts can carry 480. So I might as well do it this way. Just collect it all on that side and then all the way to there, and then start spreading it over boops, the 5 unpackages upstairs. So I will need more of these. Oh, finish what you're doing. That's the that's upstairs. Okay. Okay, so I think what I've got... Ooh, I fell off. Okay. I've got them merging over there. Belted over there. Split over there. And then this should now feed all the unpackages here. Did I already set this one? The only thing is I will need to do this one too, because it's getting 80. There. Let me see, and then we might as well unpackage, unpackage, unpackage. 80. They've all been done. I think everything's connected. I hope. Yeah, that one is going in there. The only thing that I haven't, of course, is the belts going out in this case and coming in. But I think the rest, let me see, here is missing. Yeah, see. Oh, it's all those tiny little bits that can give you a headache if you can't find where you forgot that tiny bit of belt or whatever, tiny bit of pipe, or oh, I forgot all these on this side. I think these are all done. The belts in the middle, the belts, and that one I did do. I did. Yes, I did. Okay, these were all set. Let me see. I'm getting 80 fuel, so I need to change these now to 2 times 40. tea coming in. I think that was... This is not enough. No. Oh yeah, that was that awkward number, I think. Let me see. That's 45. What was it again? 175 or something? Nearly. Oh, I think I remember. That was like this. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Ha! Now we're consuming, as you can see, the 40 fuel per minute, which gives me... Don't get me started. So, overclocking to 177.7777777. Then here we need to collect the canisters. They need to go downstairs. So that is on this side. Let me see. I think I will... How do I do this? I think I want to work with a lift. I want to make sure that I actually can walk everywhere. So if this were to get... Oh, that's the wrong lift. Were to get a lift. 1, 2, just that bit higher. Oh yeah. Wrong way. Thank you. Then that one is there. And then I need to... I want to have that at the same height. Yeah, that one is going the right way. And then this one needs to turn around again. Is this the right height? Because then you can always walk. If you have to jump over everything or slide under anything, I always find that it's like a like a port now. The tunnel. Let me see. So we get rid of the canisters going this way. Jump. So that is that one. The only thing I'm trying to think of, and that is a bit hard because I'm not entirely sure how I want to do it. As I already said, I want to try to get the train over there, which hopefully unloads my compacted coal. I think I will lift that up and under the ceiling work towards a container. Because that one is just ending. So if I've got a container, we're talking about compacted coal, so that one is there. It's a shame that they're exactly the other way, but I think I want to bring you at least down. And you also need to come down no matter what. They should actually be swapped. Reversed. Oh, I have to think about this one, because I was thinking, since this setup is not as wide as upstairs, I might as well have the water collectors here. Maybe extractors. Yeah, it's the same idea. But if I've got them there inwards, so under here, I can and then fire a container up. But then they're reversed, so maybe I should have this one in just a different spot. If I come out like 2 and I were to do this, Then the packaged water can go in there. This one can go. I'm actually fairly sure. Then I can receive. Yeah, I think that might work really well. Because I can place a container here for the compacted coal. It can go via the ceiling. It's not in the way of anything. So via the ceiling, come down into a container and then being distributed to upstairs to make the turbo fuel. And then the packaged water. Or do I have them swapped around now? What am I doing? Compacted coal. Oh, this is canisters. This is just the canisters. But then, oops, then still I need the canisters there where the water extractors are coming. So it's the same difference. A tiny little bit. No, I need to reverse this one. Oh, do I? Oh my goodness. I sometimes forget to check if the direction is the right way. There. Oh no! Thank you! And you can start all the way over. Okay, you can go in. It doesn't make so much sense here, but it does make more sense downstairs. Whoops. And now again, and then the right way, please. Yeah, so I need here to receive the packaged water. But now, that means that do I need to work with a container? Maybe a small one? Water extractors gives me packaged water, so that means that the canisters should come. Yeah, this needs the packaged water. Oh, I do it again. I'm thinking the exact wrong way. I will need to put the water in this system, which needs to. Boop, that's that. Going there. Yeah, let me have a little think how I could set this up, because as you can see, I got to there, but water I changed my mind about. At first I thought I'd do it on the outside line, but seeing how much space I've got underneath here, I feel a little bit like I might as well try to have it under here and see if I can work it away in a neat way and use the space that I do need upstairs but not downstairs. So, because I've got the line over there where the packaged water needs to go in, so I want to have a container probably on this line, so I can just easily scoop it out. Let me see. How big are those things? Because that's actually a little bit... they are quite big if I remember. Yeah, see? So even if I've got them all the way on the outside line... Oops, it's tilted. It's a shame you can't nudge these. If I've got these here. Ah, see, that's what I... Maybe I should just, you know what, I will just place a foundation there. So I know that I want to stay within. Yeah, I think that looks better than... Oops, let me just... Oh. There we go. Yeah. Once again. Not with the letter in the foundation, please. Let me see, how close can I get? Like that. Okay, and then one here. Can I make this work? Because this... Yeah, that's good enough. Water coming out. That means that I will need a packager here, but I also need a container. Could I work... Because here I will get my coal, but that goes a container, and that can also point that way. So this one isn't needed yet. I could... I can't see. This one could even come from that way. I think that it will fit. Let me see. No. I'm looking at it and I'm still doing it wrong. Okay, let me see. I want to receive it from this way. I can't see my lift. It doesn't give a line, does it? But... Oh, yeah. It needs to receive there. Okay, let me see. This is lined up now. This is from the path. It gives me the the space to have another lift. So now the space is occupied, so I can't mix that up. But now the pipes need to come together. Oh, how much water do I need? What was it again? I need 400 water. These do what? I prefer not to have more if I can. If I can. Because that saves me a lot of space. And I'd rather explore and find more to make more power shards than that I like to work with whole numbers somehow. And I always understood that you can that there is enough on this planet. I wanted to say on this world to make enough shards and enough. It is not endless, of course. I understand that, but I think for stuff like this that it's very convenient, and that you can work with convenient numbers actually. Okay, so we've got this. This should give us 400 water. So I need a packager. And I need a container. But I don't see... I think I have to work from this way. And then make it go with a slight loop into a container. And then I can lift it. I think that way. I think that's how I'm going to try to approach this. Packager. Always the other way around. Let me see. Where do I want this one? Good question. Can I sort of stand in the middle? Oh, wow. Nah. Oh, nay, really? Okay. I'm not going to work with half a nudge. I'm not. And I think if I then ploop it out, I could even go straight ahead and then lift it. Where am I going? Not so high. Lift it into that one. Then I'm good to go. Oh yeah, that water always needs to be brought up. Does anyone know why this is a thing? Why did they... I'm just sorry, I had a thought about the canisters, but they are coming from there, so I'm good. Why did they have this fluid up instead of like everywhere else that it's lower, like where this is? I understand that you also have an input of in this case canisters, but most machines they just have a left and a right. Or is that because the machine is small and therefore they place them above each other, or is it maybe the machine is like this? I'm very curious about that, because it's I think the only machine so far that has got them above each other instead of next to each other. Okay, I have to... Questions aside. I never have questions. I do... This lift is going to give me the empty canisters back. So maybe I get a pipe here. I have to think, because I think what might be an idea, I would like to give this system a little bit more canisters than that it's needing. Can I do this very neatly? How tight can I tuck this in? And how tight? This way. Ooh. Can it make the turn? Let's try. Yes, that's a perfect turn. That's neatly tucked away. And then I had the plan to place this one in the middle. But I don't know if I now still can. I'm going to try. Can I please... Oh. Get stuck here? Sure you can. Packager. Now it needs to move slightly, which is not really a big problem, because the pipe can't be in the middle anyway. Let me see. As tight as possible though. And I do need to... Oh, that's... Well, this can make the turn into there. The pipe is a bit further than that I planned. Is that a problem? It's going slightly different than I wanted. Because now I will work my way back into another container. Which then... Oh, do I... I don't know if you need those buffers. Because I'm going to produce more water... to have that little bit of play time, or should I do the exact amount? And then I think I will line these two up. This needs to receive though. Can I get that line please? Can I? Nah, not really. It doesn't wanna... Oh, there it is. Hey. Okay, is this then as tight as I can get it? Yes. So just for now, I don't want it to stick over the path. So beautiful. Perfect. No, that's what I don't want. So I want to tuck this container in more than I've got it there, which is a shame. Because I prefer to have them on the same line. So maybe I change it over there. Let me see. This is receiving, but I'm going backwards. Oh, that was the wrong button. Is this on the same line? Everything seems to be that tiny bit off. See that? Why? I don't want that. But not the... Okay, that's maybe the same then. This is now at the same line, these. Yeah, that is. So, can I now make a beautiful turn? Never seen anything prettier. Okay, perfect. This is done. I don't like that this is at the, not at the same line, but I... Oh. If I see that lift... I can never get that at the same line. So I think I just have to accept that. This will then give me the empty canisters. Let me see, which are coming from upstairs collected. So that means that we need to get the water in line. Now I always do that with a very finicky way probably, but it works for me. I always click the wrong button. That's how I start. Oh gosh. Okay, let me see. As long as it's past there, I'm good. Need to line these two up. Why don't you get a line? Give me a line. What did I say? 400 water. So I do need the MK2 pipe. And there is probably easier ways, but I don't know it. So I found a way. Let me see. I need these. There. I think is that correct? Do I have to turn it like this? Is that the best way, or is the noodle? What would happen if I have got this straight, actually? Thinking about it. Don't you love it if people find their way, like, while they play? I mean, I have to learn still so much. There, if I do this. Oh, I like that more. And then this one or that one? I think the noodle canoodle doodle. Yeah! Get on the pipe. Another junction. And then another piece of pipe. There. Perfect. And then now in here. There's the sweet spot. Copy. Bonk. And then we faceplant ourselves. Take the end bits off. And I don't know another way. If there's another way that's easier or better, or I would like to hear, please let me know. I eventually will, if this all stays the way I've got this now, I will make sure that this, of course, doesn't float the way it does now. But since things are always a subject of change for me, while I find my way in how to set things properly up, I just realized, can this have one? I didn't think of this. Shoot! Even fully overclocked is what, like 150 watts or something? 170, 100, 150. I think I need 3. I need to change. And this should do it. I hope. My goodness, how did I have that? That's because I didn't look ahead. I didn't plan this properly. So we need 100 per. Yeah. Because we got 400 water. So that's the whole number of 166.6667. I love whole numbers. Gosh. Okay, so we do that 4 times. Oh, no, that's a little bit much. The only thing that I want to show you is that I lifted this all up. As I said, this this won't stay this way. Nice floating container, sure, very realistic. But I thought in that way we can still go round here, and I just have to make it so that it's not like magic dangling there. That will be done later. That actually came from the idea that I was like, hey, I've got, why wouldn't I place the container for the compacted coal on the ceiling? It doesn't have to be downstairs. I don't have to interact with it. I just need to fill it up and have it as a buffer so my generators don't stop working, just in case I do something wrong with the trains, or because I'm not entirely sure how I can coordinate it that they're in time here. So since I've got a lot to learn, I think a buffer might be a good idea. And then why would it have to be on the ground? I think that is a good solution. Did I set this one now, or did I step? Of course I stepped over it. But I think we're getting quite far at the 100. Because I think everything is getting at a point where I actually wanted to go today. Because as I already said, I'm really just going to play and I get as far as I can get. So I've got 2 water restrictors. Not set. How was this now? Oh yeah, I moved them. That's why. I moved them. Is it 200%? No, I wanted to have 200 water. Is this enough? Yes, it is. Oh yeah, this is dingus. It's the same as there. Oops. You please. Thank you. So I think I can. I'm working well with the space that I've got. I didn't need more over here, so I might as well, as I already said, have this under the foundations, because I need more, of course, upstairs. There I have double the amount of refineries. I think I need to merge these. And then, oops, I sometimes don't see through. Yeah, there's the line. Oh, did that line up? Probably not. No, I can't be closer by. Let me see, because I need to have a nice turn into the container. Let me see. No, it's fine. So, because I think after this I have to duplicate, which I will most likely do in between episodes. I'm just going to do every corner. So I've made this setup here and upstairs now, which is just a 1/4 of the complete setup. Now I don't think I have to show this 4 times, so I will just duplicate that myself. We've got water. Nothing is connected yet, but I already said I will do that eventually, and then start it. Oh, beautiful. Start it up per quarter, I think, because I can imagine that I will need a lot of power to also start this up. Let me see. Am I doing this all okay now? So the canisters can be brought in there. Oh, in this one that is in the container being brought down here, which is going to package together with the extractors into water. Oh, and then I need this one. I remember now. That's another thing that I never know. Oh yeah, that's the same height. 3.6 was it? What was it again? Ooh, that doesn't work. That is a shame. Okay. Then we have to probably turn this a little bit. 1, 2, 3. I can't remember if it was 3 or 4. But now, can I get a neat line? Oh, that works. Straight, and then here. Yeah, that's okay. Doesn't matter if it's got the bend here or the bend there. So packaged water via a little buffer just in case is going into here. Distributed into the refineries that are making the diluted fuel. The canisters with fuel are being brought up to the unpackager, which is then splitting the fuel into the refineries upstairs, and then via a belt they come down again. That's the belt in the back, I'm sorry. Empty canisters, that is, in the container, and then it makes a full cycle. I think I've got this set up the way... not so far, not so far. It's fine. I will learn to fly one day. I think this setup is as far as that I can get it. I mean, I know I need to bring the pipes out with the turbo fuel, but I first want to have a little think about how I'm going to do this exactly with the generators. It feels a little bit like... that's maybe one thing that I do need to know. Because we were getting a very silly amount of turbo fuel, didn't we? Oops, there. And I don't know that number by heart. But I needed like... Oh, I don't know anymore. 40 generators or something. Okay, so I'm getting, let's say, 330 fuel. Because I've got that amount times 10. Let me see. I'm getting power from the newly built power grids that's just going around the world. That's also something that I didn't know in the beginning. You start with your hub, which gives you a little bit of power, and from there you start to drag out the poles and start to connect whatever factory you're making. I never realized that you needed actually a main power grid, and from there you start tapping sideways into the factories that you're going to make. So that's one of the things that I also need to change. And those tiny changes, not tiny, as you know, it is a bit of work, and that doesn't matter, but that's stuff that I am like, yeah, I can do that myself. I don't need to show them. So that's something that I'm still changing, but I think this is a good way, because if it's on the outside, it can feed this whole setup, but the power generators are going to give it to this circle eventually of power, which is going all the way around, and as I said, where I tap from. So I think that this might be the best. It's not zooping again, because I think what I want to do here, because these generators are what, 2.5 tile, something like that. Let me see. Power. Yeah, this one. Bam! Hallelujah. So we're getting the fuel from there. Let me see. Oh, not in my face. I don't want to be on these tiles. No, I want some light, and now I've lost my... I never pressed the wrong button. Okay, first of all, inwards. Thank you. So... these are, yeah, see, 2.5 tiles. Both ways. Can you see here? Burn rate is 7.5 cube per minute. Oh my goodness, yeah, no. See, that's what I mean. So I think what I should do is, once again... I want to bring all the fuel to this side, because this is the world border, so I might as well make a long row of power generators as far as that I can get that way, and then for this side do the same that way, and then maybe make multiple floors, because it doesn't matter, it's against the border. So I could... what is it then? It's like 22 per quarter, I think. No, it's 44, but I mean, so 22 and then 22 on top, and then the other quarter gives me another 22 and then 22 on top, and these two quarters have got the same, so 44. And I could even do a double layer, so 22 that way, and then 22, and then on top also 22, which comes from that floor, so everything can just be staying on the same height or lower than what I've got the fuel on. So I think that is the way to go. If you think I should do this differently, please let me know why, so I can understand and learn from it. And that goes for everything, by the way. You've got to tell me. It's never negative. If you've got criticism, that helps me to learn and that I can take in and do something with, I'm always happy to receive that. Please let me know. I think I am going to leave it for now here. I think the setup is as ready as that I can have it, except for the compacted coal, and of course turning it on, pumping the fuel out. That's something that I can do myself. It's just placing a bunch of these generators. Oh boy, people, but then I have got power. And then I'm not fiddling like, oh, I need to turn something off because I'm afraid that I won't be able to do it. So I'm happy with the progress of today. There were still slight hiccups, even though I did plan ahead. But as you can see, I'm learning and I'm truly enjoying myself. So I hope I could bring some of that over to you. I hope you enjoyed. And I hope you want to join me next time when we're going to probably pick up the trains first. I think that is the plan. So that's also going to take me some time. So be prepared for loads of questions. Sweet, lovely people. Thank you so very much for watching. And I hope to see you next time.